video, we'll talk about Enteliweb alarms, the alarm list. The Enteliweb alarm list is a list of alarms that have not been acknowledged by an operator. What this means is that even alarms that have went back into normal mode and are not active alarms will appear here until they've been acknowledged. The alarms are laid out by timestamp. The most recent transitions will be at the top and the older transitions will be at the bottom. And each alarm is laid out as follows. At the top left, you'll see the name of the alarm. At the top right, you'll see the name of the monitored object. Clicking either one of these will open up the related BACnet object. Beneath the monitored object, you'll see the alarm group. This one's going to be an important alarm. Moving down, you'll see a notification alarm, and the third type is critical. And beneath that, you'll see up to 2 transitions. For this alarm, you can see there's only one transition. That's that the supply air pressure for this unit was out of range, and that happened just now. Taking a look at another one, you can see that this is an important alarm, and that the condenser water supply temperature went out of range 17 minutes ago. Before that, the condenser water return temperature transitioned to normal, and that was 33 minutes ago. If I'd like to acknowledge an alarm and thereby remove it from the alarm list, first thing you need to do is select it using the checkbox. You can select multiple alarms or even all alarms using the checkbox at the top left. Well, not that one, this one. When you select an alarm, you'll see the dialog boxes on the right populate. The first is the acknowledge dialog box. You can simply click acknowledge, which will remove this from the alarm list and also acknowledge the alarm. Or you can flag it with any one of these 4 built-in flags: nuisance, important, needs repair, or under repair. You can also assign the alarm to an Enteliweb operator, or you can add specific notes, that information that you might have that others may not hear about the alarm. Beneath that, if the monitored object is being trended and has trend data, you'll see the past 4 hours of data for that object. And beneath that, you'll see a list of all the previous transitions of this alarm. I can see that this alarm, the most recent transition was that it went into normal an hour ago. So I can go ahead and acknowledge this as a test. And you can see it gets removed from the alarm list. If you'd like to search for a specific alarm or a keyword or parameter, you can use the search bar at the top. For instance, I can search for temperature related alarms, or maybe I want to look at pressure related alarms. The alarm list also has a powerful filtering function. If you'd like to view all alarms across all sites, you can enable this checkbox. If that filter is disabled, you'll view alarms for the site that you have selected on Enteliweb navigation. You can also filter for the alarm group, critical, important, or notification alarms. You can look at today's alarms. Or if you'd like to implement a more advanced filter, click the filter dialog box next to the search bar. This will give you many different options for filtering. You can filter by the flags we just talked about in the acknowledgement dialog. You can filter by assigned to. You can also filter for important alarms, critical, or notification here. In order to implement the filter, select your parameters and click apply. If you'd like to go back, you can click reset filters. If you'd like to close the dialog box, you can click this filter button again. If you'd like to view more specific information about an alarm, click the alarm object. The first item you'll see is the alarm input. It's at 153 degrees. Set point is 170 degrees. These are your important parameters for high limit, low limit alarms. The high limit of this is 185 degrees. The low limit is 155 degrees. What that means is if the input goes higher than the high limit or lower than the low limit, then the alarm will activate. As you can see, the low limit set point is 155 degrees, and the current supply temperature is 153, which would explain why the alarm is in low limit currently. One last thing to note is that this alarm won't go into activation immediately. This current alarm is set to delay. This time delay to alarm is set to 900 seconds, meaning that when this input parameter goes outside of these high limit, low limit values, this will wait 900 seconds before it activates the alarm, which means that alarms aren't constantly going off and back into normal. It tries to wait until there's a bit more of a reliable state before it triggers the alarm.